So in today's video we'll be using the Mini 5 Pro because I'm going to be showing you the setup and how to do cruise control using two controllers, and that's the RC-N3 controller or the RC2 controller. But we're going to start first with the RC-N3 controller because obviously one of the things that you will notice that on the back there's no buttons, so you have to use something else. But you can do all this, guys, with the drone on the ground, but we need to set up the drone itself. So we turn the drone on and then I'll go through the settings. Okay guys, so I've got my RC-N3 controller all set up. I'm using my iPhone 14s. As you can see there, I've got no buttons and nothing. So what do we do first then? So the first thing you need to do, guys, is just understand that this FN button here is your function button, and that's how you're going to apply your cruise control. So we go into settings first, we go over to control, we then scroll down till we get to button customization, and we're going to do it on the FN button, guys. And at the moment I've got it on switch cameras. So if I just click on that, that will give me a list there, what I can do, and it's got quite a lot on there, really. I was surprised how many it's got on there. And have I gone past it? There it is, cruise control. Went straight past that. I didn't realise there was so much on that function button. Anyway, so that's been done. So we can come out of that now. So now cruise control is been set up now on your drone. So the next thing you do, obviously, but one more tip I would say, when you're doing it for the first time, guys, I would put it into cruise control so it goes a little bit slow, because the idea of cruise control really is that the drone will go in a straight path, but you can make it go left, right, up and down. You see that in the demo. So drone up in the air, take off. Okay, we just get the drone set up. I'll find a nice open area first. Don't get any technical stuff, just fly it out in an open area, no trees or nothing, so it's not going to fly in or anything. Even though if you notice on the screen there, you've got your obstacle avoidance on. Now at the moment we've got a down sensor, don't worry about that for the moment. So what you got to do is move your stick forward and then press the FN button. So off we go, pressing it. There it is, cruise control is on. And at the moment I'm not even holding that drone. No, I'm not holding the sticks, I should say, and the drone's just carrying on forward, and I can make it go up. So up it goes. It's still moving forward. I can make it go to the left. And what it does, as soon as you let go of that stick, it will go off in that path, and I can move the gimbal downwards. Obviously, because it's in cruise control, it's going to be much slower. And I can raise the drone up again. And I can straighten out the gimbal. It's got so many uses, guys, but I just want to show you the setup for it and what it actually does. And I can bring the drone down. And you still got obstacle avoidance on. I'm going to bring it back to me, and I'm just going to show you what happens with the obstacle avoidance. And anyway, to come out of obstacle avoidance, you can either press the FN button, so it comes out. You got what I've noticed with the RC-N3 controller is sorry, I'm just looking at the drone at the moment. Pressing that FN button, you've got to make sure you really press it. That build. Another tip, guys, I would do is go into your grid lines, which is, I believe, is on your camera setting, and put that on, and that just gives you like an aiming point. So we're going to do it again. Stick forward, put on the FN button, stick forward, press the FN button, and it's not happening. Stick forward, press the FN button. Here we go. Put it in back into sin. Stick forward, press the FM button. Nothing's happening. So I got it on normal mode. I'm going to push the stick forward and then press the FM button. Nothing. Right, stick forward, press the button. Nothing. Right. Oh. Okay, so it's going towards the building and it stops. And what it should do, it should knock it off as well. So hopefully, Greg, that's answered the question. Obviously, you've got to make sure that the obstacle avoidance is being applied anyway. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's do that again. Okay, let's bring it up a little bit. That's it. Right. Stick forward. I've got it on normal. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring the drone back in. So I'm in, that should work, no problem.
Return to home.
We'll have a quick chat on that. It's going off on one. But it's landing on the landing pad, which is pretty good really, isn't it? Look at that, eh? As I was explained before, the RC2 control, I know it's a little bit more, but I think it's so much better when you're using those buttons on the back, which I'm just going to show you now. I've changed the drones over. I've got the RC2 controller now, and I'm on about the buttons there. Now, I usually use the C1 button still as my waypoints, but I'm going to connect up the C2 button to work cruise control. So all you need to do is go into settings, you go over to control. When we go down to button customization, you can see the C1 button, that's for my waypoints, and my C2 button at the moment is for the follow. So I'm just going to press that, connect cruise control. That's it. It's that quick, but it's all set up now. But remember, it's going to be the C2 button that will apply cruise control. But the same as before with the RC-N3, except you'd be using the back button. Anyway, so let's get the drone up in the air. So there it is, it's already set. Now, as I said before, when you're doing it for the first time, I think it's always best to put it into cruise control, so it goes a lot slower. Cruise control's been applied. Same as before, we use the right stick forward, so the drone's going forward, and then we press the C2 button. You see what I mean? So much quicker. But I will test this out as well. Now the drone's going on its way. I'm not holding nothing. I'm just going to make it go up. And if I want to go to the left, I just turn the drone that way. And it will keep on that path. I'm just going to bring it back towards me. Okay. So I'm bringing it back towards me. I can make it go downwards. And I can make it go upwards. And also, if I want to cancel it for any reason, I just press that C2 button, or you can press it on the screen there if you need be. But I'm just going to do the 2 button for you. So it's taking you out of cruise control. So I'm going to answer Greg's question again about what happens with the obstacle avoidance. As you can see, it's already on. I've got it on brake. That's another thing you need to do, guys, when you're doing it. Don't put it on where it goes round it. Right, anyway, let's get the drone set up. Now, even on the RC2 controller, I've got those grid lines up. And I'm just adjusting the gimbal there. Because what I'm going to do, I've got it in C mode. I'll be going forward and then pressing the C button at the same time. cruise control's activated. I'm going to let it fly into that wall, but obviously with obstacle avoidance, it's going to stop, and I'm going to show you yet again what happens. Now I've got it a little bit low, but it's still going towards the wall. And because I've got it on brake, it's going to stop there. And what it will do, it will come out of obstacle avoidance. Okay? And it's telling you all this on the screen as well, which is good. So I'm just going to bring up the drone. I'm going to bring the drone back. And I'm going to try something else. I'm just going to press the... So it's going backwards now, but in cruise control. And I'm just going to stop that on the screen. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's all I need to show you, really. It's the setup, and it's pretty safe. If anything goes wrong for some reason, you can stop it. You can press the come out of the cruise control as well. I'm going to press return to home. So I hope you found that interesting, guys. Mini 5 Pro, cruise control. As you can see there, the RC2 controller makes things so much easier. It can be done on the RC-N3 controller, but that function button to me is a little bit iffy. Now I don't know if that's a problem, a software problem. I think it's probably a software problem for some reason, because I don't think a lot of people use the RC-N3 these days, and that's why you don't see a lot of videos about it. But anyway, if you do use it, guys, please let me know, because I think the more people make comments about there's a problem there, hopefully DJI will pick it up. But I will send them a post just to say I've noticed there's a problem. But if it's just me, they're not going to take much notice. But if a load of you are having the same problem, yeah, let them know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learnt something. That's the main thing. But as always, guys, there's going to be another video coming, Ray. Wait for it. Sooner! I love it.